There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
Not a bird, not a plane, not even a frog. Just little old me, Underdog.
There's MC and his buddy Julie, Gophers on the run. The stories of McBragg outrageous, no one could be more courageous. Underdog! 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 Join the king in Bongo Congo, meet a cat with savoir-faire. Go watch the hunter chase the bocce, shooters on the rocks, and then there's Underdog!
The most wicked man in the world was Simon Bar Sinister, and it was Simon's ambition to rule the world. To do this, he tried many terrible schemes, but each time he was stopped by Underdog. One time, he invented
drinking water. One squirt of this, and a 6-foot man becomes 6 inches high. Simon says, shrink. Oh, I'll be the biggest man in the world.
But before Simon could shrink everybody in the world, he was stopped by Underdog. Still another time, Simon invented the weather machine.
Simon says, thunder, lightning, rain. Oh, flood the whole world.
But Underdog stopped him. Then Simon invented the fiendish snow gun that turned people into snowmen.
Simon says, go snow!
But even as Simon was taking over the world, Underdog attached,
go snow! Go snow!
But Underdog moved around so fast that Simon got dizzy and... Next, Simon invented the forget-me-net.
Simon says, forget it. What's your name?
Name? But just as he was about to drop a forget-me-net on Washington, D.C.
There's got to be a better way to rule the world. See, look there. Election posters. Vote for Smith. Vote for Jones. Vote for Brown. Vote, vote, vote. That's it. I run for dictator. Then when I'm elected, I'll be in complete control.
And so the campaign began. Everywhere, old posters were torn down and new ones were put up.
Beautiful. Simon for dictator. Vote for Simon. He's true blue. He will do a lot for you. All right, Cat. Now we'll make this election campaign a big success by going right to the people. Pardon me, madam. I would like you to vote for me for dictator.
Dictator? I wouldn't vote for you for dog catcher.
Good morning, my good man. I want you to vote for me for dictator.
You? You're Simon Bar Sinister, the wickedest man in the world. Nobody's gonna vote for you. Gee.
Ah, a busy little housewife. Madam, I am Simon Bar Sinister, and I'm running for dictator. Would you vote for me? It's no use, boss. Nobody's going to vote for you. Not quite. I know two people who are going to vote for me. You are, and I am. Yeah, but you can't win with only 2 votes. I can if they're the only 2 votes cast. All we have to do is fix it so that nobody else votes. Yes. Come, I have a plan.
What is Simon's plan? Can he really stop people from voting? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode.
Well, now, Tooter, let me guess what it is you was wishing today. The hat on the broom handle? Is maybe the street sweeper, no, Tooter?
No is right, Mr. Wizard. I'm hankering to be a private in the army.
In the army? Well, that is a very fine ambition, Tooter. The army will make the fine, brave man out of the young turtle boy. As soon as the boy is in the army, the first thing is to get the uniform. The fine army clothes is always the perfect fit. Well, if maybe there is not the perfect fit, the fine army tailors makes the expert alterations. Then the new soldier is so happy with the new uniform, he nearly pops the buttons with pride. And once he is in uniform, the new army private reports to the sergeant, who's always like the father to the privates.
All right, Private Tooter. I want to be like a father to you, see? You might have heard that us sergeants are tough on privates, but not me. No hitting on the head. No slugging in the stomach. No using the men for a punching bag. I believe in being fair with all my men. Now, let's start your training.
First, the kind, fatherly sergeant has to get the new private into the best physical shape. So there is the running around the track.
Just follow me. Faster. 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 That's enough.
Army's sort of got me going around in circles.
Next, the new private must learn the marching and drilling.
2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. To the rear, 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 company,
Looks like I sort of got in over my head, I reckon.
It's now time for the young private to go through the obstacle course, a very important part of the training.
All right, Private Tooter. Just go up this rope, hand over hand like this.
Okay, Sarge, here I come. I sure don't seem to be getting no place in the army. Reckon I gotta move faster. Now I'm getting someplace.
Next, on the obstacle course, was the high wall. The object was to jump high, catch the top of the wall, and if at first the private does not succeed, he must try. Never give up is the motto of the army private.
Well, I reckon there's more than one way to skin a wall. Oh, man. This here army is starting to leave me flat.
Once the new private was in the best physical condition, the army would divide its men into 2 groups and then pretend like they was fighting the real war.
All right, Private Tooter. Our objective is to capture that machine gun on the hill. Go get it, Private Tooter.
Lucky thing them fellers are only using pretender bullets. If they was using real bullets, I might get hurt. Now, hold on here, fellers. All right, I'll just toss this here hand grenade and... I reckon I didn't let her fly soon enough, but this here bazooka gun is sure to do the trick. Shell must be stuck. Well, I'll just... Help! Help, Mr. Wizard! I'm blasting off for the moon! Help!
Well, once again I say, tristle, drassel, drossel, drum, time for this one to come home.
The hunter was hard at work on a big case.
Yeah, I got what? I say somebody's binging the binger, the ringer, dinging the dinger, ringing the bella. I say come in, that is. What? Oh, hello, this is the hunter. Have nose, will hunt. I'll hunt anything for a price. What's that? You want me to rob the bank? Well, now, son, that's a little out of my line. I had the... you want me to keep the bank from being robbed? Yes, well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Why, sure, we'll take the job. Who's we? Why, me and my junior partner, son. This is a big-time operation now. Yeah, we'll be there first thing in the morning. Ours? Ours! Now, where in tarnation is that boy? Where are you?
Looks like we've got an open and shut case, Unc. That's a joke, Unc.
Bright and early the next morning.
Well, what do we do, Unc?
Nothing to it, son. We just nosy around and look for suspicious characters. And then if we see one, we arrest him.
Okay, but how do we tell a suspicious character?
It's easy, boy. Takes a little experience, that's all. Pay attention, son. There's one now coming in the door. A real criminal type. Low forehead, shifty eyes, mean-looking face. Looks like Lefty Louie to me. I'd know that face anywhere. Now, you watch how I'll handle him. All right, Louie, drop the gun.
Gun? What's the meaning of this?
Thought you could get away with it, did you? Robbing the bank, huh?
See here now, poor fellow. Are you deranged?
I am the hunter. Have nose, will hunt.
Well, I am the president of this bank.
A likely story. Now, put him up.
But, Mr. Hunter, he is the president of the bank.
All right, in that case, you can put him down.
Now what, Unc?
Well, let's just look around and see what we can see.
What's this button?
No. Don't push that. That's the alarm button in case of robbery. Got a direct connection to the police station. They hear that alarm and they come a-running and a-shooting, son. Don't ever. A robbery! The criminals have struck. All right, don't anybody leave this room. I am the hunter, and I... Grab him! Just a cotton blooming minute here. I am the hunter, the famous private detective.
Boy, you sure got wrapped up in this case. That's a joke, Unc. Things sure are quiet around here.
Well, son, when things are quiet and there are no desperate criminals around, it's our job to be friendly and helpful to the customers of the bank. Like those sweet little old ladies coming through the door. Now watch how I handle this. Good morning, ladies. Is there anything I can do for you?
Why, yes. Can you show us where they keep all the money?
Why, sure, ma'am. Anything to please the customer.
Let's go.
Why, Grandma, what a deep voice you have.
Beat it, kid.
Horace, mind your manners. Follow me, ladies.
Grandma's got big feet, too.
Now, this is the vault where we keep all the money. There it is. M-U-N-Y, money.
All right, Hunter. This is a stick-up.
The fox.
Right as usual, Hunter. Meet the boys. Okay, boys, fill those sacks and let's make tracks. This'll be the biggest robbery in history, and we owe it all to you, Hunter. Hey, who's closing that door? Wait, no!
Sure, they might have known it was you, Hunter. The fox and all his gang caught in the act. How did you ever do it? Well, nothing to it, son. For the mighty hunter. The mighty hunter and his nephew, that is. There, Kitty Hawk. Did I ever tell you how I invented the airplane?
You, Commander? I always thought Wilbur and Orville.
The Wright brothers? Nonsense. Flew long before they did. Did a great deal of experimenting and applied the principle of the fireball. Couldn't seem to get the blasted thing off the ground, although I did manage to start a blaze out of a fire. Next, I tried using the bicycle principle. Again, I failed to fly, but I did manage to win a 6-day bicycle race in Akron.
So then you gave up?
Of course not. I finally hit on the idea of using energy from the sun, don't you know?
and I built a huge radiometer, hooked it to the propeller. And in no time at all, I was 40,000 feet in the air.
Marvelous, Commander. I must see it.
You can't. Sun went under a cloud and I plummeted 40,000 feet. Drove a hole in the ground 3 miles deep.
Good heavens, were you hurt?
Only my feelings. For by the time I had crawled out of that hole, Orville and Wilbur had invented the airplane and taken all the credit.
Oh, that's too much.
Quite.
One morning, Colonel Kit Coyote, fearless Indian fighter, was in his headquarters planning another campaign against the last of the Gophers when...
Who's throwing stones through windows? Army Regulation 3645 expressly forbids it. It says right here.
Begging the Colonel's pardon, but there's a note tied to the rock.
Yes, I had... Well, why didn't you say so? Read it, Sergeant, read it.
The Gopher Indians' secret hideout is on top of Lonesome Mesa.
Bully! Bully! We've got them at last. This is the break we've been waiting for, Sergeant. We'll sneak up and take them by surprise. Now, who sent the note? He shall have a handsome reward.
Well, it's just signed, Heap Good Friend. Sounds a little suspicious to me.
Nonsense. It's just someone trying to do a good turn for the U.S. cavalry. Come now, we must prepare for the attack.
Give him note to Colonel. Whoopie-doopie, what him do? Colonel going to attack Lonesome Mesa? Good, good. But first, we better build him Lonesome Mesa so Colonel have something to attack. You want 'em try trapdoor? Get 'em ready. Get 'em set. Go. Colonel's surprise attack going to be big surprise for Colonel.
Sergeant, is this the first you've heard of Lonesome Mesa?
Yes, sir, and I've got a feeling I'm gonna wish I never had.
Well, it must be a famous place. The trail is well marked. Yes, it certainly is a well-marked trail. Ah, there it is, Sergeant. Lonesome Mesa. And look, there's smoke on the top. Follow me, men.
Begging the Colonel's pardon, but I think we ought to reconnoiter first.
Nonsense. The note said those 2 Indians are up at the top, and that's where we're going. Follow me. Aha! Here's a well-worn trail.
Mighty steep trail.
Nothing to it, Sergeant. Just a matter of finding the right foothold and handholds. Yes. Just follow me.
Oh, they up on top now? Good. Pull 'em lever.
There's no one here. We've been tricked. I suspect a trap.
Get out!
This is against the regulations.
You all watch our next adventure. You're sure to be out of this box by then.
Simon Bar Sinister had decided to get elected dictator, but quickly found that no one would vote for him.
Who cares? I'll fix it so no one will vote but you and me. And then I'll win by 2 votes.
How are you going to make sure no one else votes, boss?
With one of my diabolical machines. We'll test them on you. There's our voting booth. All you have to do is go in and pull the lever and... You voted. Now I'll shoot you with one of my diabolical machines and see if you can vote. Simon says, sneeze. Curses, it failed. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Now, Cad, Simon says, cry. Another failure. Well, back to the old drawing board. All right, Simon says relax. Not again. Won't anything stop you from voting? Let me see. This should do it. Simon says, stand on your head. He'll never vote that way. He can't even reach the lever. Ow! Ow! How am I going to stop people from voting?
Hey, boss.
There must be some way.
Hey, boss.
Meanwhile, things were going on in other parts of the world.
The Leaning Tower! He's going to crash! Get Underdog!
And far away on the other side of the world, Underdog's amazing hearing had already picked up the cry for help.
When towers are falling, I am not slow, so it's hip, 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 and away I go! There's no need to fear, Underdog is here!
Underdog, you've got to come right away.
At the moment, sweet Polly, I'm righting this tower. It may fall again without my power.
But Simon Bar Sinister is trying to get elected dictator.
Let Simon rave and let him gloat, but he won't get a single vote.
But what if he invents one of his diabolical machines?
And that's exactly what Simon had finally done.
Here it is, my greatest invention, the Ticklefeather machine. Simon says, laugh. Well, aren't you going to vote?
Yeah, what for? I'm happy! Happy! I'm having too much fun to vote!
It works! It works! I'll get everybody laughing so hard they won't want to vote. Then Cat and I will vote for me, and I'll be elected dictator.
Will the Ticklefeather machine work on everyone? Will Simon be elected dictator? There's a thrilling time ahead in our next exciting episode.
Oh.